Hello. How is everybody? Get a couple things arranged. Hey Cindy. Hey Bo. Hey Chef. Hello to my lurkers. Sorry for my reschedule. Alright, gonna give it a few, let people show up. Hey Bill. Hey, if you guys like the hawk picture that's on our stream tonight, Angela took that picture this morning down at the park down the street. She got a number of really good shots of it. And I got a couple decent shots of it myself. But that particular one is her shot. It was right after it took off from the branch it was perched on. So what is everybody up to? Same old. Yeah, pretty much same here too. Hey Trent. Alright, gonna give it just a couple more minutes. Then we will get going. So still haven't found any 2021s yet. Which is pretty bad considering we're almost into May. Not even a penny. Normally we at least have the penny by now. Gotta start trying to get some more coin roll hunting done. Try and finally get some. I know they gotta be here. Your roll of Tuskegee Airmen. Nice. And at some point in the second half of the year would be the new design that we're gonna have for a couple of years before they start the new quarter program. And I'm guessing the 2021 Morgans and Peace Dollars, I'm guessing, are gonna probably sell out within minutes. I saw an article recently. The Mint just lowered the number that each household is allowed to get. They just cut it in like half, I think. Or less than half, I think. I think it was 25 originally. Now they cut it down to 10, if I remember right. Of each one. Yeah. It's alright. I don't like buying stuff like that from the Mint anywhere. That's just me personally. Because I think they're going to be, what, like 79 bucks each? So if you wait, you know, if you're patient and you wait a couple of years, they'll start popping up in coin shops for 85, yeah. They'll wait a couple of years, they'll start popping up in coin shops for 40, 45 bucks each. It'll happen. Unless somehow the value of them suddenly shoots way up, then I guess not. But I don't know. We'll see. It's the first time they've ever done something like this, so nobody knows what'll happen for the value on it. Yeah. Same amount as before, still a 90%, same size, same weight. They're going to look different. You guys, you know, make sure you guys realize that. They are going to look different. Because, for one thing, we don't have the, you know, they don't hand carve the hubs anymore. So, it's going to have the new laser etched look. I thought they were 90%ers. I thought they were still going to be 90%. Okay. 0.999s then. But yeah, they'll have the new I can't talk. The new laser etched look that all the coins have now. So all the devices and everything are going to be flatter. And then the mint marks for the New Orleans and the Carson City, because of course they're both being made in Philadelphia, are going to be in privy marks. So that's going to be different. Yeah, but even then, for that size, being 0.999, that'll be what, like 3/4 of an ounce? Something like that. But anywho, let's kick this thing off. Here's our payment info. For anybody that's watching on that's new, you can make payments via PayPal using cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. If you do PayPal, use goods and services only, please. Or we have Cash App. You can send this using the same email. It will say Louis Cachera, so don't let that throw you off. That's my name. That's me. So don't let that throw you off. It's not going to say Cheapskate Coins. It's going to say Louis Cachera. But we do have Cash App. Shipping is $4.50 to $22, depending on the size of your package. You know, ranging from the small bubble mailer all the way up to the large flat rate. If you want your package registered, that will be an additional $20 fee. Register is the only way you can actually insure coins through the mail. And if you want it sent, this isn't actually in the macro because it wouldn't fit, but if you want it sent with being a fragile handle with care package, then that's now an extra $11 added to the shipping. So if you want either of those added to your shipping, make sure you let us know. Also, because I do forget to mention it sometimes, if you want your package held, make sure you let us know. But do it in an email. If you tell us in chat and we don't see it, and it either gets shipped or not shipped, that's your fault, not ours. Send an email. That way you make sure we see it. There are a lot of times that chat just flies by too quick, or we're too into doing something and we don't see it. But we do hold packages if you want to maximize your shipping. So if you want that, let us know. And then here is our Facebook link. Hey, Silver. Here's our Facebook link. Our lot list is up on Facebook. It is the top post. We try and have it up every day before the sale, usually about an hour beforehand, so you can see what's still available. We do have a mailing list. Again, send us an email if you want to be on the mailing list, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. If you're on the mailing list, you will get the lot list emailed to you a few days before every sale, and it gives you the option to pre-purchase items. If you do pre-purchase, you do have to pay for all your shipping, of course, still, and it does have to be paid for by Sunday night, unless you make previous arrangements with us beforehand. And whether you're on the list or not, if you're on Facebook, make sure you guys check out the lot list because things sell. So if you want to know if something's still available, that's one way you can do it, is go look at the list on Facebook. Like, for example, today, I could be bursting some people's bubbles, but the two gaming tokens that have the 999 silver cores are already gone. Those sold in pre-sale. But you guys know us. Well, we always, anytime we ever come across those, we pick them up for you guys. All right, let's get this thing going. Not doing any extras today because we got a lot to get to still. So, as always, we're going to be kicking off with banknotes. Bo, these are actually banknotes you don't have. So, figured that'd make you happy. Let me get this better arranged real quick. Alright, so we don't have very many banknotes tonight. I only put 5 in for tonight instead of the usual 10. But kicking off is a 1954 $2 Canada banknote. It is going for $5. It is circulated. It's got a couple of folds in it. No tears. By the way, just like America, Canada is not demonetized a lot of their money. So you can actually, for as far as right now goes, you can still use these. They're letting people still use them until they can get them out of circulation because they're doing what I've always said what they should do here in America, which is replace the $1 and the $2 with coins. And apparently now they're looking at making a $3 coin and getting rid of 5s. Any takers on this one? Canada, $2, from 1954. And going to Chef. Congrats, Chef. All right. And also from 1954. We've got the $1 bill. Going for $3. And again, this one's going to Chef. Congrats, Chef. All right, and then the last of the bills, we've got 3 available. They are the 1973 Canadian $1. They're going for $3 each. Here's number 1. Here's number 2. And here is number 3. If anybody wants all 3, I'll drop them to $2 each. Give them to you all 3 for $6. So if you want all 3 for different serial numbers, just say Ben all, and you get them all for $6. That one could be considered a fancy, because that's 3 nines, and then you also have 911 at the end. And Bill's taking all 3. Congrats, Bill. So that makes those $2 each. All right. You're very welcome. All right, this next item is pretty cool. This is a 7 medallion set. It's also our only medallions for tonight. This is a Paquette George Washington 7 medallion set. It's going for $10. Washington Medals, Oath by Paquette, and Time by Paquette. That's the 2 big ones. Very, very high relief on these. They're about the size, that one's about the size of a $50. That one's about the size of a small dollar. And then, let's take the rubber band off. Here's the others. And this has going to Trent. Congrats, Trent. This is the other Washington Medals, all by Paquette. So, very cool little set. Enjoy that set, Trent. right. On to the foreign silver. And we are kicking off foreign silver today with Austria. Starting with the 1957 10 shillings in BU. 64% silver. Going for $12. Got some album toning around the edge. You see the cartwheel rocking around there. Any takers at $12 for a BU. Oh, we have two of those available. Here's number two. Number two does not have toning on it. Well, it has like minor, just a smidge, but not as much as the other. So we actually have two of these available. Both BUs. Last call on these. Moving on to the 1958 10 shilling. This one's an extremely fine 64% silver and going for $8. Going to Trent. Congrats, Trent. Sorry for that delayed reaction. Had a message come in. All right. And the last one from Austria is the 1961 5 shillings. This one's in an AU. 64% silver and going for $10. Any takers? Where did I put my rubber band? There it is. Alright, moving on. Hey, Cody. If anybody decides you want any of those leftover Austrias, let me know. Meanwhile, we are going to move on to Mexico. Kicking off, Mexico is the 1951 25 centavo. 30% silver. So same percentage pretty much as our war nickels. It is in a VF and going for $3. I gotta go wrong. Silver coin for $3. What's the melt on these right now? Let's find out. Melt value on these guys right now is 85 cents. What is it for a war nickel? Let's do a comparison. War nickel is $1.47. Okay, so less silver than a war nickel. Never actually compared that before. Alright, we are moving on. To the 1952. This one again is 30% silver. This one is a BU. Might help if I actually put the price on there with it. This one is going for $4. Sorry about that. $4 for a BU. 1952. Any takers? Man, nobody wants some BU Mexico silver? Alright, moving on. To the 1950 50 centavos. This one's an extremely fine, 30% silver. Going for $5. These guys, they're about the size of an American small dollar. Don't forget, guys, you are allowed to talk. You're always allowed to talk here. Have fun. Relax. moving on. Alright. I will do a bundle deal if anybody's interested for all 4 30%ers. Let's see. Would have been... Would have been 18 bucks. Oh, I forgot to link the last one. This one was the last one. Or this one's individually. This one is the 1951 AU. Getting ahead of myself. Going for $6 if anybody wants this one individually. So yeah, it would have been 18 for all of them. If anybody wants all 4, that's the 225 centavos and the 250 centavos. I'll knock $3 off and do all 4 for 15. Any takers on all 4 for 15 bucks? That makes them what, like $3.75 each? Bundle on Austria. I could figure something out for you on the Austrias that are left over. Give me a sec. Last call on this bundle. Trent is taking the bundle. Congrats, Trent. All right. All right, let me finish up Mexico, Trent, and then I will figure you out an Austria bundle. All right, so let's do some math here. So we'll make that one 5, make that one 3. And we'll make that one 2. That way it equals 15. All right. Next up for Mexico, the 1947 One Peso. 50% silver. It is an AU. Going for $6. And it's going to Trent. Congrats, Trent. Next up is the 1951 peso. This one's a BU. 50% silver, going for $10. Trying to get the lust of the show. Work with me, camera. There we go. Any takers at $10 for a BU? Alright, moving on to the final Mexico, the 1962 One Peso. This one is the 10% silver. That's supposed to say AU, not BU. Oh, wait. That's supposed to say VF. Why did that say BU? Oh, I know why. Because I just copy-pasted and forgot to change it. Alright, so this one's actually a VF, not a BU. That's a typo. 10% silver going for $3. There you go. There's the right one. Go away, wrong one. If anybody wants both the pesos, I'll do it a package deal for 12. So that way you're getting that one for $2. Give you $1 off. And while you guys mill that one over, I gotta figure out some stuff for Trent. Alright, we're going to move on. Alright, Trent for the Austrias. It would have been $34 for all three that were left. That was the 2 BUs and the AU. I could drop it to 28. Make it $28 for all three. That gives you $6 off. Deal. Cool. All right, let me fix that on here real quick. So that makes that from 12 to 10, from 12 to 10, from 10 to 8. Oops, not 87, 8. There we go. Alrighty. You are very welcome. All right, next up, we're going to Sweden. And we are kicking off with the 1954 50 ore. 40% silver in a VF, going for $7. Any takers? All right, moving on to the 1943 1 Krona. Again, 40% silver. It is in very fine. And again, going for $7. Any takers? All right, moving on to the 1954 1 Krona. 40% silver, again in VF. This one is going for $9. By the way, if anybody's ever wondered, I do always do my best to try and put these out at right around half the list price. So that way, you know, when you go to resell, you have plenty of room. So like, for example, on this one, you know, NGC list on this one's $18. I'm putting it out for $9. In case you guys have ever wondered. You know, sometimes it won't be half, but most of the time, I do my best to do it at half. You know, of course, depends on what the value of the coin is and what I got it for and all that fun stuff. And rarity. You know, a lot of times, like, the ones that are, you know, say have like 1,000 minted or 2,000 minted, something that were very, very low mintage, so they're hard to get a hold of. I'll still do it for under list, but it's not going to be half. A lot of times with those, it's like, you know, maybe 20%, 10%, somewhere in there. But it's always going to be under. Or at least right at if it's something that's like stupidly rare. Yeah, or survival. Which a lot of the survival populations, nobody has any information on. But, alright, we're moving on. The basic rule of thumb with 4 and silver, if there's no survival report on it. Alright, next up is 1962 1 Krona. This one is in BU, going for $12. The basic rule of thumb for 4 and silver, if you can't find survival numbers on it, is figure that 80% of them have been melted. So whatever number the mintage is, knock 80% off of that, and that's probably your survival rate. Because so many people melt these things down. In fact, one of the guys that I get mine from, back when silver made it up to right about $30 an ounce, he took a gang of 4 and silver that he still had and had it all melted down. Just because he figured just take the silver melt value for it instead. And there was a lot of really good coins in that. I hated seeing him do that. He gave me first whack at him back when that happened. I rescued all of the Panamas, at least. And a few others. If I would have had the money, I would have just bought all of it from him. Alright, moving on to the final coin from Sweden. Which is the 1963 1 krona. 40% silver and very fine. $7. By the way, if nobody's ever seen a 1 krona in person, these are about the size of a U.S. small dollar. For comparisons. Alright, and I will do a bundle deal on these. If anybody wants all 5 of the Swedens, let's see. Individually, that would have been... Hey, King and Queen, how you been? I haven't seen you in a bit. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so that would have been $42. If anybody wants all 5, I'll go $35. That makes every coin $7. That's saving you $7. Any takers on the Sweden bundle? Last call. Taking care of your parents' full-time busy job. Or are they like wild parents or something? Gotta make sure they're not throwing parties. Alright, we are moving on. To Britain. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Well, good that you're helping them out. Alright, kicking off Britain with a bit of a tougher one to get in high grade. So this is what would be considered a conditional rarity. The 1943 3 pence. Brilliant uncirculated. NGC lists this for $65. I'm doing it for $30. pointer out of the way. Any takers at 30 bucks? Here's an example of one that's less than half of list. Anybody? Last call on this one. All right, moving on. To the 1921 Sixpence. This one's 50% silver in good. Oh, I got the wrong coin up. Hang on. My coins are out of order. There we go. There's the right coin. 1921 Sixpence, 50% silver in good. Over $3. And then we've also got the same coin in very good for $4. So here's the good. This is the $3 one. And here is the very good. This is the $4 one. Any takers on either? All right, moving on. To the 1934 Sixpence. 50% silver. This one's an extremely fine. It's got some toning from an album on it. And this one's going for $5. So it's got that 3 thistle design on it. Any takers? There we go. Now you can see better. All right, moving on to the final Sixpence, which is 1942 in VF. Again, 50% silver and going for $4. moving on. 2 shillings. And we are kicking off with the 1920. 50% silver in good, going for $4. Any takers? All right, moving on to the 1928. 50% silver. This one's in a fine. And going for $4. Anybody? Going to Trent. Congrats, Trent. Oh, we had 2 of those available. If anybody else wanted one. Here's the other one. So did anybody else want one of these? 1928 and fine. All right, moving on to the 1939 and extremely fine. Still 50% silver and going for $5. Man, what happened to all the interest we used to have in foreign silver, guys? We used to never have any coins from foreign silver left over at the end of the night. Did we spoil you guys? All right, moving on to the 1940. This one's an AU. And going for $9. Any takers? And then we've also got another 1940, but it's an EF, going for 5. So if anybody wants one of these, just make sure you let us know which one. All right, moving on to the 1944. So it's definitely got some dark album toning going on. This one's an extremely fine and going for $5. Again, 50% silver. All right, moving on to Florins. Starting off with 1921. 50% silver in good. Going for $7. Oh yeah, the United Kingdom reverse. Britain, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and South Wales. All right, moving on to the final foreign silver of the night. The 1942 florin and fine. 50% silver going for $6. And this one is going to Trent. Congrats, Trent. All right. If anybody decides you want any of those Britons that did not sell, let me know. Hello, Christian. We're now on to American. Kicking off with some Indians. Alright, so anybody who knows Indians knows that anything from the 70s is pretty much a key date for the Indians. With, of course, the 1877 being the uber key date. We are kicking off with the 1871. Let me go to scope for these. This cam ain't gonna do it. The 1871, it is in pour. And believe it or not, even in pour, $15 is half list for the 1871. This one's going for $15. Anybody? Alright, moving on to the 1881 and about good for $3. Alright, moving on to the 1883 and very good for $3. Alright, moving on. Oh, Rita had a question. Is Liberty in the band? It is partial. Let me get that closer. If you have full Liberty, that's a fine. If you have partial Liberty, it's a VG. So you got the top of LIB right there. that's too close. Oh, let's back that up. I should blur out everything. There you go. So you got the top of LIB right there, just a little bit of the E. So I'll put this at about a VG8. But yeah, if you have full Liberty and the top and the bottom of the band are both full, then that's where you're getting into fine. I'm going to actually have a bit of wood grain on it too. But alright, moving on to the 87. It's another one in very good. So again, you got part of Liberty. There's ERTY. You got a bit more definition in the feathers on this one. Still going for $3. Alright, moving on to the 1889 and very good. Ooh, and that one is mislabeled. That's a good. That's not a very good. So it's an 1889 in good. Let me fix that. Typo. There we go. Now it's right. Any diggers? $3. All right, moving on to the 1890 in very fine. Alright, so there you go. You got full Liberty, full band. A lot more feather and face definition. You got the ribbon down here. When you're grading an Indian, the next thing you're looking for is both sides of the hair have full separation from the ribbon. If they do, then it's now an extremely fine. If they don't, it's a VF. This one does not, so that makes this one a VF. $4. Not a bad price for 1890 in VF. Got almost full shield. Any takers on this one? All right, moving on. To the 1892. And very good for $3. You're watching because you love seeing coins. Same as everybody else. You can always do Cash App. It's a free app. And the fees on it are less than PayPal. Alright, moving on. We've got a couple of people that have switched to doing payments through Cash App. Next up, 1895 in fine. We're going for $3. Moving on. Yeah, they keep trying to get me to do one too. I don't want one either. Next up, 1897. But you can get a hold of their tech support and tell them to ring-a-ling it. Because they're not allowed to do that. So the 1897 and very fine. Going for $4. Alright, moving on. To the 1898. This one's in a VG. Go over $3. And this one might actually be an overdate. If you look inside the 8 right there, if you can see my pointer, that actually might be an 8/8. So if anybody gets this one, you might want to look into that. All right, moving on. I'm going to look into that since nobody picked it up. Hey, Ramon. Oop, skipped one. My bad. Next up's the 1899 and fine. Going for $3. Alright, moving on to the 1901 in VF. Going for $4. It's about as close to an EF as you can get without being an EF. Because you got full separation there, there, and there. But not right there. Heck, this one's even got a couple of diamonds. 1, 2, and a little bit right there. Alright, moving on to the 1902 and very good for $3. Have a good night, Rita. Thanks for popping in. Hey, Taylor. Yeah, I'll probably do a bundle for the Indians at the end. Alright, moving on. To the 1903 and good. Over $3. Moving on to the 1905 extremely fine 2 out of 5 diamonds. Going for $4. Alright, moving on to the 1906 extremely fine 3 out of 5 diamonds. Again, going for $4. It's actually still got some of the original color. Not enough to make it a red brown, but it's definitely got some of the original color. Alright, moving on to the last of the Indians. This is the 1907 extremely fine 2 out of 5 diamonds. Again, going for $4. Alright, so bundle deal for these. If anybody wanted them all. See, so it's 17 coins. It would have been $69 each, or $69 to buy them all individual. I'll do it for 51 bucks. It's $18 off. $17 coins. And going to Taylor for the bundle. That makes them $3 each. Alright, give me a minute. I need to fix everything on here to reflect that. Alright, got it all in there. You're welcome, sir. Alright. Next up, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these available. At $5 each. These are 1909 Lincoln Wheat Cents. They are the non-VDBs. They're all in VF at $5 each. There's number one. Give me a sec. I'm still trying to get Taylor's Indians all back together. All right, there we go. So there's number one. There's number two. Again, every single one of these is VF. That one looks like it might have a lamination starting right there. Here's number three. Number four. By the way, these list in this grade for like 10 to 12 bucks. We're doing it at 5. Here's the next one. And the last one, number 6. If anybody wants all 6, I'll do it for 24 bucks. I'll give you $1 off each. So you get them for $4 each. So $5 individually or 24 bucks for all 6. For 1909s. First year of the wheat cent. Any takers on any of these? Alright, we're going to move on. If anybody decides you want any of those, let me know. Which brings us to the 1919 Lincoln Wheat Cent BU Red Brown. Check that beauty out. This one's going for $30. This is one of those coins the camera is not doing it justice at all. This thing is beautiful. Looking for $30. Last call. All right, moving on. To an uncirculated 1943 steel cent for $5. It's in a generic slab. Numis Trust Corporation. They usually do like state sale stuff. So, you know, take their stuff with a grain of salt, but I have looked at it. I have confirmed it is BU. Figured just leave it in the case. Let's get focused here. That is definitely a BU. It is not a replate. That is a good looking steel cent. And going to Ramon. Hey, Lady Jacks. Congrats, Ramon. Ramon beat you, Bo. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. And we'll be back with nickels. We got all kinds of nickels coming up. We've also got dimes and quarters and dollars, half dollars, all kinds of stuff coming up. So stick around. I will be back in a few minutes. I'm back. Hey, Ramon, am I adding your stuff from tonight to your current total or holding it until Friday? All right, nickels. We have one Buffalo nickel bundle tonight. It's 15 bucks. Alrighty. So in this one, you're getting a 1937 in fine. You're getting a 36 Denver AU. That's a good looking Buffalo right there. There's pretty much your money right there. A 29 SVG. These have not been checked for any varieties or errors, by the way. 1921, very good. It's got some toning color on it. And in 1917, you can see the date. That one is in a good. 15 bucks takes the bundle. Let's look at that 36D AU real quick. Let's see how much of the bundle value just that one coin is. Looking on PCGS. Buffalo Nickel Type 2. 36 Denver. Don't know if it's the 3.5 legger because I have not looked. Let's see, at AU 50, that one coin is 11 bucks. So yeah, that's most of your value right there. Just that one coin. That is not the 3.5 leg. It's a heck of a good deal, guys. And that is a full horn on that AU. Full horn, full tail. All right. Moving on. Thought sure somebody would have nabbed that up just for that one coin. Guess not. All right, next up we got Liberty nickel bundles. 5 of them. All of them are $8 a piece. I'm going to go through them kind of quick. So if you want one, jump on it. I have the wrong stack. Okay. Where the heck did I put them? Hang on, guys. I am missing my bundles. Where did I put my bundles? Alright, never mind. I can't seem to find them, and I'm not going to spend all night hunting. But if anybody wants a Liberty Nickel bundle, once I find them or throw new ones together, just let me know. Just say Ben and how many you want. I will get them thrown together. So, alright. Skipping those. Lost in the void. Alright, next up. This one's going for $6. This is the full 2005 Westward Journey set. So you are getting both Denvers, both proofs, and both Phillies. That makes it $1 a nickel. It's your Western Waters and your Bison. $6 for the full set. All of these are beautiful BUs. Beautiful deep cameo proofs. These are the satins, by the way. These are not the business release. These are the satins. And going to Ramon. Grazie. All right. Next up. I'm going to need to raise my camera up for this one. Ugh. All right. These are the 2004 Westward Journey Proof Nickels and Medallion set. in the original government packaging. So these sets originally also came with a Sacagawea proof, but it's not in here. That's why it's only $8. There's the inside United States Mint box. There's your booklet. Certificate from the mint. There's your medallion and your 2 proofs. Oh, this is the 2005. I did it backwards. Okay, this is the 2005 one for $8. And then the empty airtight, that's where the Sacagawea proof for 2005 would have been. So any takers for $8? Focus. Come on. It's a very cool set. Let me show you the other side of the medallion. Here's the other side. And then of course the piece metal design. All right, moving on. So again, that was the 2005. I did it out of order. The 2004, we have 2 available at $8 each. Again, same boxes, same paperwork. But of course, you're getting your piece metal design and your keelboat design. And then of course, you're getting the medallion with it as well. If anybody wants all 3 sets, I'll do all 3 for $15. Just keep in mind that is going to put you in a minimum of the $8 shipping or the $8.50 shipping. And then here's 2004 set number 2. Any takers? we will move on. Anybody decides you want these, let me know. And we are moving on to Mercury dime bundles. Got 5 bundles, 15 bucks each. These are actually here. They're not missing like the V-nickel bundles. Alright, bundle number 1. 1920 San Francisco. 1926 plain date. 1935 San Francisco. 1937 plain date. And 1942 in AU. So another bundle with an AU. Any takers? 15 bucks. All right, moving on. To bundle number 2, 1923 plain date. 26 plain date. 36 plain date. 37 plain date with some coloring. You can't really see it on the camera, but it actually looks really cool. And another 1942 AU. Any takers? Man, y'all are a tough crowd lately. Even the stuff you guys normally eat up, you're not buying. This one's going to Silver. Congrats, Silver. All right, bundle number 3. You are getting a 23 San Francisco. 26 plain date. Will do, sir. 36 plain date. Pretty sure you already have a package we've been holding for you. 37 Denver. And another 42 AU. $15. Any takers? moving on. To bundle number 4. We got a 1924 plain date. 26 plain date. 36 plain date. 37 Denver. And this time it's a 43 San Francisco AU. That is a good looking dime. 15 bucks for the bundle. Heck yeah, it is. Anybody? All right, moving on. Final bundle. 24 Denver. 26 San Francisco. 36 plain date. 37 San Francisco. And a 43 plain date AU. Any takers? 15 bucks. All right, move it on. All right, I got a couple of quarters tonight. Both of them are slabbed. Starting off is the 2001 Proof. ICG Proof 69 Deep Cameo Signature Series. So it is signed by the artist. This is number 735 of 10,000 that were signed. And going for 10 bucks. It's less than the price to get it graded. Not only do you have it graded, you've got the signature of the designer for the Kentucky side. Any takers? Oh, yeah. Let me bring it up. State quarter. Clad. Proof. Kentucky. Alright, gonna switch you guys to browser view for a second. Alright, so this is not even counting the fact that it's a limited edition signed by the designer. 2000S or 2001S Kentucky decam. Proof 69. List price $20. And again, that's not even counting the fact that it's signed by the engraver. Kentucky Coins have fried chicken on it. Yep. So there you go. This not even counting the fact that it's a limited edition signed by the engraver. You're getting this for half price on list. Already graded, less than the price it would cost to get it graded. You're getting a heck of a value right here. And we're going last call. $10. Going to Ramon. Congrats, Ramon. All right, and the next one. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the Philadelphia Homestead quarter having the double die on the reverse that has the doubling in the windows. Well, that's a known and named error, or variety rather. It is the VP001 DDR. And here is one graded Mint State 66 by NGC. 2015 P DDR Homestead VP001. Mint State 66. This one's going for $15. Show you this one in the scoop. Bring it down so you can actually see the windows. All right. So you got, okay, this isn't the window frame doubling. This is the handle double. This one's the one that's got the double on the handle. So you got the second handle up here. So that is a double die. That's what you call a really widespread double die. And then you got some minor bit of the the wood grain going into the frame. And then you got that right there as well. Any takers, 15 bucks. And you also got some minor doubling in the letters. Just a little bit to go with it. It's a pretty good split on the A right there. So that is a pretty cool double die. Oh, and then you got a bit of that bit right there. Last call. Only 15 bucks. Homestead. Alright, moving on. If anybody decides you want that, let me know. I'm actually surprised nobody got that. I thought sure somebody would have. Alrighty. $50. Got a hold of a couple more of these, graded by Rick Snow and attributed by Mr. Rick Snow. So we got 2 available. These are the 1955 Franklin half dollar FS 401 Bugs Bunny. So these, you're looking at the mouth and see how it kind of looks like he's got fangs? That is a die clash of that eagle on his mouth. And these are both BUs. Both attributed by Rick Snow. And I mean, these things are gorgeous BUs. Look at that. 40 bucks each. These things are gorgeous. One going to silver. Submit one of yours that you got for grading. Nice. Let me know how it does. All right, one left. Any takers on the second? Oh, Taylor's getting the second. Congrats, Taylor. Congrats and congrats. All right. They're already both sold, Ramon. All right, next up we got some BU Kennedy sets. I'm going to link all of these real quick. We've got the 73s, 74s, 75-6 Bicentennials, '77s, '78s, and the 81s. These are all $5 per set. All of them are beautiful BUs. Here's the 73s. '74s. Here's the Bicentennials. None of these are checked for varieties or errors. Will do, Taylor. '77s. Is who in a hurry? Me? '78s. No, I did it this way for a reason. You'll see why in a sec. And the 81. All right, so $5 individually for BU sets. Or if anybody wants all 6 sets, I'll do it for $24. That makes it $4 per set. I've done that before. I've done that a few times, especially with sets like these. Any takers? $5 individually or $24 for all 6. Gives you $6 off if you get them all. Last call. All right, moving on. If anybody does decide you want these, let me know. And our next item is the 1976 Bicentennial Bu Set. It's in like a United States shaped holder. This is going for $6. So your Ike is a Denver, Kennedy is a plain date. Yeah, Kennedy's a plain and the quarter is a Denver. America. Any takers for $6? That's on the plastic, by the way, not the coin. Same with that. That's a scratch in the plastic holder, not the coin. That'll buff right out. Man, nobody, huh? Oops. Let me show you guys something real quick. In case you guys were not aware. Here is the 1976 Denver clad Bicentennial quarter. And just a mint state 63, the quarter by itself is $4. If it makes it to a 64, which I think this one would, that's $10 just for the quarter. I can't see YouTube, by the way, so if anybody's saying anything, I can't see it. Give me a sec. And then here is the Kennedy, which was plain date. Mint state 63, $12 just for the Kennedy. If it made it to a 64, it's $20. And then the Ike that was a Denver, right? Yep. $12. So you're looking at about $30 to $35 list value for this. We're doing it for $6. And we're on last call. And again, those scratches you're seeing are in the plastic, not the coins. All right, moving on. On to dollar coins. Oh, it's all good. You never know who might be watching that doesn't know that. So it's good to let people know. Alright, we have almost the entire Susan B. Anthony set available tonight. And we're kicking it off with the 1979 Type 1 Proof Deep Cameo. Over $10. Yep. Oh, whoops. Sorry, guys. Did not realize I did not switch back to camera. There you go. My bad. See, I'm an idiot. When that happens, just let me know. Sometimes you have to direct the monkey behind the camera. Can you guys see now? Exactly. All right, last call on this one. 10 bucks. 79S proof type 1 deep cameo. All right, moving on to the 79 Denver. Beautiful BU. Going for $5. All right, moving on to the 79 Philadelphia. This is the narrow rim, not the wide rim. Again, going for $5. Hey, Carl. Yeah, it's all good, though. If there's anything you want to see that we still got, I'll go back over it. All right, moving on. And then we've got the 79 San Francisco BU. All right, if anybody wants the entire 79 set, that's the San Francisco, the San Francisco Proof, the Denver, and the Philly. All beautiful BUs. Let's see, it would have been $25 individually. I'll do it for 16. For the full year. That makes them $4 each. You're saving $9. Any takers? All right, moving on. All right, I will do the exact same thing for the 1980s. Same prices. Proof Deep Cameo, $10. BU Philadelphia, $5. BU Denver, $5. And the BU San Francisco, $5. Or all four for 16. Put all that in chat real quick. There you go. Same deal on the 80s as the 79s. All right, moving on. All right, then we got same thing for the 81s. For 81s, there's your proof. It is the type 1, not the type 2. There is the BU Philly. San Francisco. And the Denver. Any takers? And then we do also have another 81 Philadelphia. That is in one of the first commemorative mint books. That gives you a whole workup. Never released for circulation. And of course your other stats on it. Oh, it's been a tough crowd for everything tonight. Most of the Merc dimes didn't sell. Got some of the nickels didn't sell. The Buffaloes didn't go anywhere. Lincolns. Almost all of the Britain didn't sell. None of the Sweden silver sold. A couple of Mexicos. It's been a slow night. It's all good though. Having fun, hanging out, looking at pretty stuff. Alright, moving on. Alright, and then the 99s. Philly and Denver. No such thing as a San Francisco for 1999. The only proof for 99 was made in Philly. That's a very expensive coin to get. $5 each. 40 99s. Right? That's what I thought. I've had a lot of coins over the past few weeks that I'm surprised nobody grabbed. But what can you do? Alright. I'm going to do a full set bundle. That's every coin. Which would have been $58 even with the bundle prices that I did originally. Without the bundle prices, it would have been $85 individually to get all of them. I will go, let's see. Hang on, do math in my head. I'll go $52. $52 for a full BU set of Susan B. Anthony's with proofs. $15 coins. That makes them basically $3.47 each. And by the way, even at the price that I originally had them listed at, that was still half list for every single one of them. Moving on. Last item of the night. Is the 2002 Philadelphia and Denver NIFC BU dollar set in the commemorative mint book. $5. Any takers? Here's your reverses, by the way. Was there anything that anybody wanted to see again? Anything that you missed that I called out that didn't sell that you want to see? Anything you want to know if we've got it? We don't have any alien coins. The Indian AdSense on the list all sold, but I do have more. So if you'd like, I could email you a list of what I've still got available. '83, '88, '96, and '97. Hang on. I can look up just those four real quick. No pachyderms. All right, out of those, the only one I currently have available, I'll do it for $3. I've got an 83 and good that I'll do for $3. Hey, Joe. Cool. Alright. Merc 9 bundles that were left. By the way, every Merc 9 bundle tonight had an AU in it. Which made me surprised that we still have 4 left. Alright. First one here is the 37S. The 36 plain date. The 26S. 24D. And 1943 plain date is the AU for this one. These are $15 per bundle, by the way, if I didn't mention that. You'll take this one? Alright, cool. Let me mark that real quick. Alright, bundle number 2 of the leftover. Is the 37 Denver, 36 plain date, 26 plain date, 24 plain date. Oh, I do it every week. It's all good, man. And this one, the AU, is the 43S. Cool. All right, and then this one's got 37 Denver, 36 plain, 26 plain, 23 San Francisco, and AU is the 42 plain. Okay. Did anybody else want this one? $15? Let me know. All right, and then the last one is the 20 San Francisco, 26 plain date, 35 San Francisco, 37 plain date, and then another 42 plain date AU. Cool. All right. Is there anything else that anybody wanted to see? Anything you want to know if we got it? Thank you, sir. All right. Well, that's it. We are going to call it a night. I'll try and get invoices out tonight. I'm working by myself tonight, so bear with me. And again, sorry for having the weird thing on a Tuesday this week. Sorry if that inconvenienced anybody. But we will be back next Monday, normal time. And again, we just ask everybody, if you want to help us out, spread word about us. Let people know that we're here. Let them know that, we have good deals. Help us build up our viewer base. Lower right pick, that is actually a picture of a hawk that Angela took this morning. We went down to the park down the street this morning, and she got a bunch of really good pictures while we were there. And that was one of them. Oh, and then I meant to do it last week, but life got in the way as it normally does. So I'm going to try and do it this week. I'm going to try and get on, I don't know, at some point later in the week, do some coin roll hunting or something. Try and find those elusive 21s, because we still haven't gotten a single one. So keep an eye out for that. So, all right, I'm going to get out of here. Everybody, thanks for coming out. Have a great night. We appreciate it. Hope to see everybody back next week. Thank you, sir. All right, let me get to work on everything, and I will try and get everything out as quick as I can. Everybody have a great night.